Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep! Boruto Chapter 49 has been released and we all know what that means. Okay, so before I can continue the video, I have a very important announcement to make. Crunchyroll has sponsored this video. They are giving away a free 14-day trial of Crunchyroll Premium to anyone that signs up at crunchyroll.com/animeballsdeep. Check the link in the description and pinned comment. Now, I'd appreciate if you guys can help by signing up and getting something in return because, you know, at this point, who doesn't know what Crunchyroll is? Are you living in a dungeon or basement? Come on now. Wait. I didn't mean it like that. No, don't get angry. I'm sorry. But we all know with the recent events of illegal sites being taken down, Kiss Anime, it's even more important that you have access to your favorite anime on multiple devices such as your mobile, PS4, tablet, and PC in full HD. Crunchyroll has the episodes only an hour after they have aired in Japan with English translations. I have been signed up to Crunchyroll Premium myself, and at this point we are being so spoiled with how many great anime is out there. Crunchyroll has a few that I personally recommend, such as the original exclusive God of High School, big names such as Attack on Titan, Black Clover, Shield Hero, JoJo Bizarre Adventure, Mob Psycho 100, My Hero Academia, Hunter x Hunter, and let's not forget Naruto! There is so much content here that will last you for years, and by supporting us, then that supports the original creators as they get a cut. So sign up at crunchyroll.com/animeballsdeep. The link will be in the description and pinned comment for a free trial that will give you access to all your anime needs. Another great chapter that built up Naruto and Sasuke vs Isshiki Otsutsuki in a meaningful way, as many plot devices have come into fruition to play out in a manner that fans can appreciate. Boruto Chapter 48 ended with an iconic shot emulating Pain destroying Konoha. Many fans assumed this would mean Isshiki would perform the same carnage to retrieve Kawaki. However, the characterization in Ishiki's development had already warned us that he is actually calculated. Think about it. Isshiki wouldn't want to waste chakra since he only has 2 to 3 days left in Jigen's vessel. Amado told us in Chapter 48 that Isshiki would prioritize Kawaki over any other objective. He doesn't even want to fight Naruto or Sasuke if he had a choice. We see this statement being true as Isshiki asks Naruto in Chapter 49 for Kawaki's location, and in return he wouldn't destroy Konoha. The chapter mimics Pain's arrival as Isshiki is seen flying while civilians are clueless as to what's about to occur. Ninjas have been sent all over the city trying to evacuate everyone, but as I stated earlier, Isshiki only cares about his perfect vessel Kawaki. He uses his Byakugan to scout the area and locate him. However, he realizes it's like locating a needle in a haystack, being an inefficient method of finding Kawaki with his time running out. Shikamaru then orders all ninjas and characters that we would like to see more of, such as goddamn Rock Lee or some shit like that. They shouldn't engage in battle. Only Naruto and Sasuke can fight Isshiki.
Of course!
With the orders set, Naruto storms out without a plan as he has an urge to protect the village. Remember, Hokage Naruto keeps repeating the notion that the whole village has become his family and he treats it as such. But what I don't understand is, how come his use of shadow clones in the manga is so rare? I mean, my guy used to be able to create 1000 shadow clones with ease. Why doesn't he just do that and create a plan first as a distraction?
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Naruto repeats himself once again to Boruto that he is not allowed to join their battle. But Naruto has forgotten that he is not the main character anymore. This shit is called Boruto, so the plot won't follow what he says anymore. The chapter then continues with two father ninja interacting with Isshiki Otsutsuki. Isshiki politely asks them if they know where Kawaki is. Now, I don't know how these father-ass ninja have not merely fainted being in the mere presence of this benevolent figure, because Ino almost collapsed just getting a taste of this dude's chakra when she detected it in Chapter 36, page 18. How can these father-ass ninja not shit their pants, bruh? The ninjas make a big mistake as they engage in battle, which causes his friend to die instantly. Isshiki politely apologizes once again and says he is in a rush, where the fathers state that they haven't been told any information. I mean, to be quite honest, Isshiki seems like a good guy because he tells this father that he appreciates him for not wasting his time. I sure do wish that my fan base or other people say that to me. I don't feel appreciated at all. I still see a shadow. But honestly, can you imagine a godly being saying he appreciates you directly when you're actually fodder? Good guy, Isshiki. My man even apologized to Naruto for having shoes in his house. Now, this is where Sai, the leader of the new Anbu, explains that they have a secret bunker where they can hide Kawaki. The Byakugan cannot find him in this bunker as they have countermeasures in place for this dojutsu. This makes sense to me because Byakugan is something Konoha have had knowledge of for centuries. Danzo is someone that would have created such a facility for Anbu to utilize for their plans, as he was doing secret shit too. Shikamaru tells Boruto to join them, but Sasuke wants to have a word with him as he senses the feelings of his student being uneasy and he knows that Boruto wants to help in some way. Sasuke decides to stay back so he can have a quick chat with Boruto. Sasuke spits mad facts that it's very difficult to take down Isshiki with him and Naruto alone, and that the last time they fought Jigen, they couldn't even make a dent. However, this time around, Isshiki is at full power with no limitations like it was before, with Jigen still lingering on in his body. He also has a new dojutsu now that lets him perform new abilities which allowed him to body Kashin Koji swiftly without Kashin Koji knowing what the hell even happened. Boruto's manga has set the tone in reality as the writing and characters portray the situation as very bleak. Sasuke understands their chances are slim if they go in without a plan, since their loss from chapter 37 would just repeat itself. And let's not forget how Boruto told Naruto that there is no way they can defeat a powered up Isshiki, perhaps hinting at a sacrifice that would take place for their victory. This is another huge foreshadowing of why Konoha ends up destroyed in the future and why Boruto becomes who he is, with the scar holding onto the ninja ideals that his father and sensei taught him. Anyway, as Boruto and Sasuke continue their conversation, Sasuke's level of trust in his student is highlighted as he gives Boruto the time of day to understand his feelings and thoughts. In some way, it's a prelude before one would request for help, right? Remember how Sasuke did the same thing for Boruto during the fight with Momoshiki, as no one wanted to take him into a fight, but Sasuke knew he had a secret weapon, which was the invisible Rinnegan at the time that he witnessed earlier during his training. This jutsu ends up coming in clutch for this fight. Sasuke again has knowledge of a power Boruto possesses that he isn't too confident about, and people don't have knowledge of this. Therefore, one way or another, it will manifest in the fight against Isshiki as a surprise attack. Momoshiki will come out and help Boruto to provide that plot device to be a powerful weapon that would help in the fight, but at the same time a focal point of Sasuke's mentorship of his student. This heavily showcases the contrast in Boruto's relationship between Naruto and Sasuke, one being emotionally driven and the other objectively. But as Sasuke addresses the problems, Boruto's facial expression says it all. The boy seems confused and frustrated at the situation, wishing that he can do something about it, especially since Boruto himself feels unsure about his own ability to be in full control. Knowing that these Otsutsuki are beyond what he can handle, one of them resides within him waiting to implode. As he peers at the karma mark on his palm, Sasuke reads the situation and lets Boruto know that he heard about what happened during their battle against Boro. Sasuke states Sarada told him about Boruto's possession and transformation, which gave him an incredible power to the point of defeating Boro. Boruto explains his experience on what happened as his body was taken over by an Otsutsuki. For example, when Isshiki took over Jigen's body during their fight against Naruto and Sasuke, Jigen was also able to experience the fight alongside Isshiki, as his eye let out a tear, right? Isshiki also communicated to Jigen during these moments, giving us the indication that Jigen was conscious during the whole process. In Boruto's case, he tells Sasuke how his mind went foggy, so he wasn't able to grasp the whole situation, but he felt as though he was watching someone else move and fight using his body. After a Naruto explained everything about the Otsutsuki, Boruto now understands that it was Momoshiki who took over his body. An important point to notice out of all of this is that if Boruto was able to sense what was going on during his possession, more than likely, Momoshiki is also able to perceive everything Boruto is experiencing at every moment. Think about Naruto's situation with Kurama. Momoshiki reacted to Kawaki's karma in chapter 30, showing that he does have some idea of what's going on and saved his life in chapter 43 before Boruto could kill him. Boruto's karma progression has developed even further as the resonation between the two vessels keeps pushing them forward much faster than Isshiki even knew that was possible. With this in mind, can Momoshiki's consciousness be hearing everything on what's going on along with what Amada told the whole gang? Does Momoshiki know where Kawaki is located as he is residing with Boruto and was in the room when Shikamaru and Sai explained it all? If Momoshiki knows the truth of where Kawaki is located, it could influence his actions in the future chapters during this fight against Isshiki. Now, coming back to Boruto's conversation with Sasuke, he tells him that the power he had which destroyed Boruto was insane, and he wishes he could harness and control it. Sasuke then reminds Boruto that the karma extraction might have progressed quite far, and that Boruto may start not being himself anymore. Which then, our boy Boruto finally lets out his thoughts of how he feels, answering Sasuke's earlier question from chapter 48 on his resolve to die for fighting for Konoha. Boruto says that even though the thought of dying in battle scares him, he is still prepared for it just like any other ninja. But what scares him even more is if his body gets taken over by Momoshiki, where he stops being himself, it would danger others around him, and he doesn't want that to happen. Now, truly, this scene is powerful. The sensei-student relationship we see between Sasuke and Boruto is outstanding. Boruto being able to communicate his fear and anxiety to his sensei shows his level of trust and comfortability he has with him. Sasuke also displayed his wisdom and ability to read the social cue of Boruto to even force an engagement to this conversation in the first place. I mean, can you even believe we're all saying that nowadays? Sasuke having great social skills and emotional intelligence? The Sasuke of old is definitely God.
Be gone, such!
Honestly, Boruto has already grown so much from that bratty kid portrayed early in the series, and I guess the moral support from Sasuke is essential for him to become the child that fulfills the prophecy that Tonori and Momoshiki foresaw with his pure eye. But going back to the chapter, we cut back to Naruto's confrontation with Isshiki, who is surprised to even see Naruto outside of his imprisonment. He initially thought his invasion would be quite easy, as he presumed Naruto was sealed from their last battle, right? He didn't know Boruto was defeated and Naruto was unsealed by Team 7, and this shocks him and brings him to a stop. Isshiki genuinely believed Boruto wouldn't fail to secure him, but then Naruto informs Isshiki on how they have outstanding shinobi.
Really, nigga?
I'll have to ask my accountant about that.
Naruto then tells Isshiki to just go home if he is getting cold feet, in which Isshiki responds back with his own snarky comment. Oh, should I now? Well, after I'm done. He proceeds to ask Naruto about Kawaki's location, but Naruto is like, nah fam, let's finish our fight right here, right now. Which is pretty bold considering Naruto got bodied while fighting a weaker Isshiki that was inside Jigen! By the way guys, we have our Jigen merch for 10% off right now for code Boruto49. Jigen might be dead, but we will let him be immortal in our hearts by buying the merch. Shout out to all these people being displayed for buying the merch and helping us out financially recently. I appreciate all of you for letting me know on Twitter, Discord, or Instagram. Also, can you please like the video and hit the notification bell, because we have a few more analysis and balls deep predictions to do on Boruto coming up next week. So I'd really appreciate it to let me know that you're interested in these topics by getting this to at least 15,000 likes. Okay, coming back, Isshiki has accepted Naruto's challenge, and with just a glance, he breaks down a power grid of some sort causing damage to Konoha, potentially even killing civilians. Naruto in response is like, oh no, you bastard! Tu ki karta pya? Don't do it! No! And Isshiki, being Mr. Nice Guy of course, he tells Naruto politely, "No problem, good sir, I shall stop once you produce Kawaki." Naruto refuses Ishiki's kind offer and tries to use taijutsu, turning on his KCM but sadly misses. Isshiki kicks Naruto, sending him flying back, but before he even gets his footing, Isshiki gives him no chance and follows up with another kick, sending Naruto through multiple houses of Konoha. Naruto now thinks to himself how Konoha is going to be destroyed at this rate. Obviously, Naruto can't go all out in fear of causing harm to civilians in the village, which he doesn't want to do. Now, before Naruto could finish computing what to do next, Isshiki comes back blazing with his sweet ass nail polish feet right towards Naruto's face. But before Man could rub his feet in Naruto's face, a switcheroo takes place. It appears to be none other than Sasuke, who switched places with Isshiki with his Rinnegan. Naruto gets on Sasuke's case about being late, which I don't get because he just saved his life once again. I mean, what was Naruto thinking? If he knew he couldn't go 100%, what was he gonna do? Just waltz out there to challenge a guy he know he can't beat? Sasuke's big brain playing this fight out like 4D chess instead of checkers, goddammit. He even has a solution for Naruto's problem to use 100% power all at the same time of thinking a battle plan. Like, come on, man, put some respect on Batman Sensei Sasuke. When Sasuke appears, Isshiki complains about his Rinnegan once again, calling it really annoying. He said the same thing in chapter 37 about Sasuke's dojutsu powers being a real problem for him, as it gives them intel on his plans and how his jutsu works. Isshiki doesn't like it that Sasuke has space-time ninjutsu. This seems to be another point of evidence that Isshiki does want to kill Sasuke first if he had a choice, because in their last fight, he did say that he will make sure to eliminate Sasuke Uchiha first, as he stated himself that Sasuke is a bigger target and threat to him. Now, if you want to learn every foreshadowed sign of Sasuke's possible death or conclusion in Boruto, watch the video being displayed to you right now after this review. Anyway, Sasuke apologizes and said he had to prepare himself, and Naruto points out that it's not like him to get the jitters without knowing that he just spent time to speak to Boruto to create a plan. Sasuke asks Naruto to cooperate with him on a plan, and he tells Naruto to cover him with throwing weapons. Shuriken, kunai, it doesn't matter. Just anything that he can muster. This was smart on Sasuke's part, because even if Isshiki knows he's up to something, he can't possibly predict what. So he throws what he's got to this alien bastard, and Naruto does the same, and as expected, he shrinks every last one of them with his newly revealed dojutsu. Sukuna Hikuna, Hukuna Matata Jutsu, whatever you want to call it, this does its work. Sasuke sees this as an opportunity and throws his sword straight towards his foe. Isshiki goes to shrink it but discovers he can't. Sasuke's sword shouldn't be any different from the weapons previously thrown at him, right? Suddenly, the sword transforms into Boruto. This is just like when Sasuke threw his Demon Wind Shuriken at Zabuza when he was a genin, and it turned into Naruto. This jutsu was also used against Momoshiki, so it's no surprise that it can work again. Boruto reveals himself and Naruto yells out in shock and concern for his child, just like any good father would. Boruto and Sasuke then explain that they were able to pull off a plan like this because Isshiki can shrink anything except living things, which is why it was so important that Naruto and Sasuke saw the fight between him and Kashin Koji. They also heard Amado explain all of this for 3 goddamn chapters, and I mean, I know Naruto was finding it hard to follow, but the manga does it really dirty here, I must say. We then get a small flashback to right before Sasuke showed up to the fight. He explains that if Momoshiki takes over Boruto's body, he shouldn't worry. Sasuke won't let him hurt anyone. He will kill Boruto before he allows that to happen. Boruto then asks to borrow Sasuke's headband again, just like last time. Boruto is slowly fulfilling the image and pieces of what he looks like in the future against Kawaki. Remember, Boruto has Sasuke's sword, cape, and headband. Boruto promises that he will return it back after this fight. Boruto puts on the headband and parallels the image of his father when he was young and did the same thing. The brat he claimed to be in the start of the chapters in chapter 1 is slowly fading away as he is ready to carry on the heavy burden that comes with putting on this headband and the history behind it. Now, on the Twitch stream and on Twitter, we as a community on Anime Balls Deep, we came to the conclusion that one possibility of how Boruto gets his scar is actually by his sensei Sasuke. Say it with me now, we call that Balls Deep Prediction Jutsu. If we look at the headband in the fight against Kawaki, we can clearly see the eye scar lining up with his headband as if a swift cut from a blade was executed. Sasuke just declared in chapter 49 that he intends to use Momoshiki's power to help them against Isshiki. However, he will strike at Boruto to stop him doing anything more and hurting others. Boruto said he is willing to die as a ninja. Now, the guys on Twitter also agree that this could mean Sasuke may end up giving the scar to Boruto, as Momoshiki will gain control in the upcoming chapters, so he will strike at Boruto to stop him from completely going overboard. Moving on, Boruto charges right at Isshiki and he doesn't give two shits about this tiny little kid. While Isshiki thought Boruto charged at him to punch his fabulous face, and good guy he is, but instead Boruto opened a karma portal all on his own. This is the same portal Jigen used to transport himself to Konoha in chapter 36. It took Boruto and Kawaki's karma together to open it last time, so it just shows how much his karma has progressed where he could do it on his own. This comes to a shock to everyone. Naruto is dumbfounded, but as they are in awe, both Isshiki and Boruto vanish. This is a massive moment for Boruto. Even after knowing all of the consequences of being involved, Boruto knows that Naruto and Sasuke can't go 100% power near the village, as he witnessed this during the fight between Naruto and Delta, right? This also highlights how Boruto not only has Naruto's recklessness, but also embodies Sasuke's strategic and decisive mind, as Boruto knows that if he teleports Isshiki out of Konoha, Sasuke can follow the chakra, teleporting Naruto with him instantly. So essentially, this is the solution they all needed, as Boruto and Isshiki end up in a different place. This is most likely someplace far away from Konoha on Earth or a different dimension. Isshiki himself doesn't even know where this place is, as he wonders how much power Boruto can borrow from Momoshiki at this point, as if he borrows too much, this could spell a lot of trouble for him and he has some fear in his eyes. Now, I've noticed a lot of people in the community, they're actually confused regarding karma and what the nature of Otsutsuki actually are. I want to reiterate the wording of what Isshiki states in this chapter. He doesn't specify chakra, he says how much power can Boruto borrow. This is because Otsutsuki themselves do not have chakra. Their chakra doesn't replenish unlike human beings when they sleep or eat. This is why Momoshiki in chapter 43 states that Boruto has run out of chakra and he takes some from Naruto to finish the job. The karma isn't giving Boruto more chakra, guys, but giving him powers he wouldn't usually have from Momoshiki. If you want a full understanding of this concept and what karma actually is, please watch the video being displayed after this video and it will be in the pinned comment. But moving on, Naruto and Sasuke follow right behind. Boruto seeks affirmation from Sasuke and Naruto for being able to use the karma teleportation without practice, being all cute and shit if I do say so myself. Wait, nah, no, this is taking the piss, bro. So man can't say Boruto's cute. Legit, man can't say someone's acting cute as if like, what if he's, I have a son.
What? What did he just say?
Nah, bro, that's still gay. No, you're gay.
Boruto states to Naruto and Sasuke they can go 100% all out now. However, instead of praising Boruto and telling him, "Oh, good job, my boy, you did fine job. Here is a new PlayStation 5 for passing the test," Naruto instead calls him a fool and scolds him, just like my father did when I showed them my subscriber count and how many of you guys support us. Oh man, being an Asian is difficult sometimes.
I got an A for maths.
What the very good.
Dad, I got B for biology.
What is B?
That's not A, it's a B.
B for Boston, yeah? B for Boston! Run. Anyway, Isshiki once again restates his philosophy and views on the world on humans. So everyone who keeps saying that Isshiki has no philosophy and he's just a husk of a character can shut up already, because we already know what it is at this point. He states that human race is inferior to him and how detestable they are and how he wouldn't want to waste time on them, and he wants to karma on Kawaki so he can get the chakra fruit. Isshiki is beyond frustrated at this point and the fear of Momoshiki's power seems to be prevalent, giving us a sign that they do have a chance to win. Anyway guys, that's everything I wanted to say for this chapter. We do have another video coming out regarding it on what the future may be. That's why you need to smash the like button, follow us on Twitch, Instagram, Discord or Twitter. Thank you for joining us as always. Love you guys.